It's called the Great Rivalry. For 96 outings, these two teams have faced each other. Tonight, it's the 97th meeting of the Great Rivalry, Racine Horlick against Racine Park. Good evening, everyone. Under rainy conditions tonight here at Pritchard Stadium in Racine. It's Friday Night Rivals with Terry Kelly, John Heiser with you, and maybe this bodes well for the Park team. Their last victory over Horlick came in the rain 2 years ago.
Yeah, and they since that time they've lost a couple games to Horlick. Racine Park has had to work through some real struggles because of COVID and being shut down, but it's still the big rivalry game, as you say, and they're looking to win it.
I'll tell you, they had started out the season and they played Westosha Central. Very tough, a very positive game for them, but then they had 2 weeks off because of COVID, losing games to Union Grove and Racine Case.
Totally shut down. The kids weren't meeting, not in class. Everything got thrown off for their timing.
And then they had to come back and face the powers of the conference, Franklin and Oak Creek, and that didn't go very well at all. For Racine Horlick, they started out the season with a pair of victories over Marshall and Burlington.
Right, but now they've lost 3 straight, so this rivalry game comes at a pivotal juncture for both teams.
Hard to handicap this one here tonight. We've been talking all week about this one, but I think maybe it's the team that really wants it the most. A lot of pride at stake tonight.
Right, they talk about the city championship, and that means quite a bit. These guys have grown up with each other.
Well, let's take a look at some of the players we will highlight here tonight. We'll start first for the Horlick Rebels. On offense, Deshaun Griffin.
Leading ground gainer for the Horlick team, and they really look to him to be the spark.
And then they have a freshman quarterback tonight making his 3rd start.
Carson Fletcher replacing his junior brother Blake, who broke his ankle. And Carson has lived up to the moment so far, and now it's going to be in this big rivalry game. Interesting to see how it plays out.
Horlick defense tonight, Miles Gallagher, their leading tackler.
Yeah, Miles Gallagher has been kind of the cornerstone of that Horlick defense.
And then Josh Jenkins, the coach called him the disruptor.
Yes, 6'1", over 300 pounds, right in the middle of that defensive line.
Over for the Park sideline tonight, Travian Carruthers, the junior wide receiver. What a year he's had.
3 touchdown catches so far this year. Great speed, good hands.
Also on offense, their running back, Tyvon Cade.
Cade, a very hard runner, plays both ways. We'll see if that becomes a factor in the game.
Defensively, they got a defensive back, Anthony Silvani.
Cornerback, they like to look at him to cover the wide receivers for Horlick.
And also back there, Ethan Brannon, one of their defensive ends, a two-way player.
Another two-way player, and that's kind of the story for Park. They've got a number of two-way players.
We'll be back with the coaches, and Mike McGivern will have both coaches for you when we return to Pritchard Stadium in Racine. Our Heiser Automotive Group Friday Night Rivals presented by Landmark Credit Union.
Welcome to the Heiser Automotive Friday Night Rivals High School Football Game of the Week, presented by Landmark Credit Union. We are at Pritchard Park in Racine as Racine Horlick takes on Racine Park. Two head coaches tonight's game, Coach Fletcher, Coach Mattson. Hey, Coach, 0-3 so far. You had to take 2 weeks off in the middle, and nothing like starting with Union Grove undefeated, Oak Creek, and then Franklin. Wondering how these boys, you guys hanging in there a little bit?
Yeah, you know, we're a real young group, but the kids show up to practice every day with a lot of intensity, a lot of fight. They're doing it in the classroom. All week we talk about be the change. That's our culture here, and these young guys have really bought into it, you know, so yeah.
That's awesome, because that's hard for young guys. Take 2 weeks off and then try to get back at it. Coach Fletcher, it's good to see you. Hey, anytime you lose as a football coach, you lose your starting quarterback, it stings. But when it's your son, wondering how you're doing. I was talking to him, man. He said, look, I'm doing okay. I think I'm doing better than my dad is.
Yeah, you know, it's hard. He was our quarterback on offense and defense. And so anytime you lose a guy like that, it's very difficult. But our team has really rallied, and all the guys are stepping up their game, and I think our team chemistry is as good as it's been all year.
Hey, when I talked to him, he said, look, I want you to watch my younger brother. He's pretty good. But then he said, I want you to watch 6. I want you to watch. And I'll tell you what, as a quarterback who's on crutches, he's telling me about the team. He's not talking about himself, not talking about one in particular. He's like, hey, watch this. We're starting to fly to the ball a little bit.
Yeah, he's a good kid, and we got weapons. So the guys know that everybody has to step their game up. But I think, like I said before, the team chemistry and camaraderie is as good as it's been all year.
Hey, Coach, you went to Racine Lutheran, so you understand when two Racine teams get together, these kids all know each other. Something special about that crosstown rival game.
Yeah, it's been in the works since when, 1928, Coach. So I mean, this league's been going on for a long time. The city trophy's on the line, and the kids are fired up and ready to go.
Man, we really appreciate you allowing us to come down. It's a beautiful, Pritchard Park's beautiful. It's a beautiful place to watch a game, and what we're hoping for is a really good competitive game, obviously. And Coach, I've heard a little bit about you and your style, and you're doing a nice job, and I appreciate that. This is a tough conference to coach in.
Definitely a tough conference. You know, you got guys like Franklin, you got guys like Oak Creek, and of course Horlick. You know, they come every week. They're well coached. They got good players. Racine is full of great players. So yeah, it's gonna be a great game tonight.
Hey, Brian, same question. You've been coaching this league for a while. How long?
20 years this year.
Are you kidding me? Man, I can't believe you got that old. I'm just kidding. 20 years. Days go slow, years go fast. This conference, for years, has been one of the better conferences. Certainly top-heavy at this point. But the teams down low, it's starting to come as well.
Yeah, it's a grind every single week. I think, we've got a lot of good athletes in this conference, and obviously when you have one high school towns, that does make a difference. We're sharing the talent in Racine. But Coach Mo does a great job with the guys over at Park, and our guys come ready, and we hope that we're ready to play tonight.
Excellent, guys. I'm going to cut you guys loose in a minute. We're going to get to a break. Other side of the break, John Weiser, Terry Kelly. Get you the keys of the game. This is the Heiser Automotive High School Football Game of the Week presented by Landmark Credit Union.
Number 22, and Tyler Bond. Number 78, and right tackle, Ben Deneen. And right guard, number 65, Danny Feast. And center, number 54, Ty Kelly. And left guard, number 68, Cameron McIntosh. And left tackle, number 50, Zach Podolsky. Starting on defense for your Park Panthers, number 23, and Ajon Williams. At tackle, number 28, Jamarian.
welcome back to Pritchard Park in Racine, one of the new jewels of high school stadiums across southeast Wisconsin. This second year of this operation here on Racine's south side, and the home now to Park Panther football.
Very nice setup. Stands are elevated, gives them great sight lines, and the Johnson folks, I believe, put this into place.
A lot of things going on here at this particular area of town, and so we're excited to bring you this rivalry game. We talked about it in the pregame, going back to 1928 when the city broke into two high schools, broke the schools apart, and two new high schools, and that's the city trophy. It's sitting down here on the sideline, on the Horlick sideline.
And these two schools look at this as the city championship. I'm sure Case wants to make a argument about that, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, the Rebels have won 9 of the last 10 meetings between Park, but Park holds the all-time series record right now, 53, 37, and 6. And how appropriate, that first meeting in 1928, a 0-0 tie.
And when you think about it, you mentioned it in the opening, that these schools look at that trophy, and it's something that they really focus upon.
Right now, we're going to pause and enjoy our national anthem tonight. It's going to be sung by Park High School student, senior Isabel Martinez.
Will be performed by Park senior Isabel Martinez.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and
Nicely done by Isabel Martinez, a senior at Racine Park High School. Right now, let's take a look at our keys to the game tonight. Coach Terry Kelly, how do you have it drawn up tonight?
Well, for Horlick, they need to contain Park's speed by staying disciplined. They've got to stay at home. They've got to utilize their balance in the offensive backfield. They've got 5 or 6 guys who've been carrying the ball this year, and they need to avoid those costly turnovers.
That far sideline for the Panthers tonight, what's on their agenda?
The offense needs to establish itself. It struggled during the first 3 games, although the lack of practice certainly played into that. They have to not overreact to the big rivalry game. They're a young team, and then their younger players have to step up.
Weather going to be a factor here tonight. We had some heavy rain pull through just before, about a half hour before our kickoff here tonight. Right now it is 68 degrees. Southwest wind at 13 miles per hour, and we're expecting showers on and off tonight. There you get a look at Coach Matson in his first full season as head coach, if you want to call the spring kind of a shortened season in the spring. But well, he's really got that program wrapped around his fingers. He really has a pulse on what's going on with his athletes.
He's trying to have these young men develop not only as players but as people. They're better known as Coach Mo, and Coach Fletcher couldn't say enough nice things about Coach Mo.
Racine Park won our coin toss tonight. They have deferred to the second half, so Horlick will get the football to start. Park in the orange jerseys, Horlick in the white jerseys tonight.
Number 13, Reggie Hubbard. Kicking off for Park, number 44, Sam Casella.
Again, a reminder, we're streaming live tonight as we do each and every Friday night rival game. It's on my24milwaukee.com. Our kickoffs tonight brought to you by Milwaukee County Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition Mix-App. It's an onside kick bouncing around on that wet turf, and Horlick able to cover it up at the 32-yard line. That was Lamontre Henderson who got in there to fall on that football.
Well, Park looking to find a way to get a little early edge in the game. Unfortunately, it sets up Horlick with excellent field position.
Carson Fletcher, a freshman. Brian Fletcher's younger son. Blake Fletcher, his brother, had been running things both offensively and defensively for this Rebel team until an ankle injury has sidelined his season. So it'll be Rebel ball, 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line. There you get a look at the 5'10", 200-pound freshman. Not too many quarterbacks with the number 33, Terry. You and I were talking before the game.
We were commenting. It's been a while.
They'll go double wing, single back, the fullback in the backfield. And it's going to be the fullback coming through. Breaks a tackle across the 40 out to the 45-yard line. Deshaun Griffin, the junior fullback, the first explosive run of the game brought down by Sean White.
Coach Fletcher refers to him as the bowling ball.
You saw that right then and there. Out to the 46-yard line, a gain of 14, and our first Goodwill first down of the game brought to you by Goodwill. Shop Goodwill, sustainable back-to-school shopping for less. From the 46, 1st and 10, Horlick. Again, fullback Griffin across midfield. Brought down by Mason Hunt, the outside linebacker. Jeremiah Johnson also there. Here is the Horlick offense for you tonight. I mentioned Fletcher and Griffin. Jordan Brown and Reggie Hubbard are the wings, technically the running backs. Tyler Voss, the wide receiver. Triggs at tight end, and a very good offensive line. 2nd down, we'll call it 5. Carson Fletcher checking off at the plays on his wristband here. And he'll go to the left wing coming around side, and he's going to be brought down right away. Reggie Hubbard, the ball carrier that time, going to lose yardage back to his own 49-yard line. Santoya White and Brannon both there for Park as we set the Panther defense.
Yeah, White is only a freshman, 5'10", 248, two-way player.
Brannon, Santoya White, and I should say Williams and Lacey up front. We'll see Isaiah Harris from time to time as well on that front line. 3rd and 6, and they'll give it to the Griffin, and Griffin breaking tackles down to the 41-yard line. There'll be another Rebel first down. Anthony Silvani there to make the stop.
You know, with this wing T offense, obviously if you've got that fullback give going, it sets up your wing plays, but that's where Park has to remain, you know, very alert, read their keys, follow those guards.
From the Panther 40-yard line, 1st and 10. Griffin, the fullback. This time, it's going to be the wing coming around the right side. Brown to the left side, and good job defensively for Park to string it out. They were not fooled. That's what you were talking about, Coach, being disciplined up front, watching those fakes. Silvani there to make the tackle. One more look.
Yeah, one of those players we featured, they strung the play out Number 4, Camarion Mayweather, did a good job stringing, and then Silvani came up to finish off the tackle.
No gains, second down 10. All to Park 40. This drive started at their own 36-yard line. And it's the wingman coming around the near side. He will take it down inside the 35 to the 36-yard line. There was a fumble, so say the Park defenders. Reggie Hubbard, the ball carrier, but it was brought down by Tyvon Cade. Be a gain of 6. It'll set up a 3rd and 4. Reggie Hubbard, a 5'11 senior, track star for this Horlick Rebel team. And showing you that burst of speed there. Miles Gallagher in as a wing here on the near side. And they'll go up the middle with the fullback, and they'll get the first down inside the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Deshaun Griffin with a nice strong run. Dejuan Williams there to make the stop for the Panthers.
Griffin comes into the game having rushed for almost 500 yards on the season and 5 touchdowns.
Another goodwill first down. Horlick methodically moving the football down to the Park 29-yard line. First possession of our ball game here in Racine tonight. They'll send Hubbard in motion. Now he'll walk back. Now they'll change the play. Reading the back judge, waiting for him to start his countdown. And this time they'll try an inside run with the Deshaun Griffin. Not much there for the fullback for Horlick. Looked like Ethan Brannon was there to make the stop.
First time they've really been able to stop Griffin on that direct give.
Gain of 1, second down 9. Now officials are stopping play. It's a timeout taken here by Park. Stopping play here with 7:47 to go in our first quarter. Let's step aside now for a message from our fine folks at Landmark Credit Union.
Welcome to tonight's game. I am Ashley Hart, branch manager with Landmark Credit Union. Landmark Credit Union is a proud sponsor of the Friday Night Rivals Game of the Week on My 24. We think it's a great way to show our support for our local schools and for us to give back to the communities we serve. At Landmark Credit Union, our job is to provide great service to our members while helping them meet their everyday financial needs and long-term financial goals. We truly believe we are only as strong as the communities we serve. We have more than 30 branches, including locations near Park and Horlick, who are playing here tonight. You can learn more at landmarkcu.com.
And again, a big thank you to Landmark Credit Union for their second season here on Friday Night Rivals. And there you see the 3 locations in Racine. And we thank them again for being on board this year. Park taking a timeout on defense. It's a 2nd and 9 from the Panther 28-yard line. Let's head to the sideline. Our first visit tonight with Mike McGivern.
Hey guys, got a chance to talk to the Fletcher family before the game. Mrs. Fletcher's kind of sad about Blake being hurt. Loves the freshman, Sean Cameron. Before I send it back to you, Aiden Bush, I miss you. 12-year-old Aiden Bush, one of my favorite guys in the world. I hope all is well, Aiden.
Mike, thank you. Another good job defensively as they shut down the Horlick run attack up the middle. Demarion Duckworth there to make the stop. So facing their first 3rd and long on this drive. 3rd and 11. The ball spotted back to the 30-yard line for Horlick.
Well, Carson Fletcher is a catcher on the baseball team, so we know he's got an arm.
Might see it here on this play. Hand it up the middle. They're going to try and go with that fullback again. Griffin. Park was ready, maybe in 4-down territory here. This deep into Panther territory. Tyvon Cade making the tackle, and they'll get to the line of scrimmage quickly.
Now the play Coach Fletcher mentioned he might try here on the 3rd and somewhat long is the counter.
They come around the near side. Gallagher breaks it outside. Will get the first down inside the 20. Out of bounds near the 19-yard line. Silvani taking him to the border. One more look. Taking that right wing, and that was Miles Gallagher, his second carry tonight. 162 yards on the season. First and 10, they'll spot it at the 18-yard line. Again, Horlick, one of those teams, they have a board with different plays that they'll put up, change color codes and pictures as they'll go to Griffin. Griffin down to the 10-yard line. Allen Driver making the stop.
Second down.
Driver, a senior. We're inside the Salvation Army red zone, and again, teams get inside their opponent's 20. They've reached the Salvation Army red zone. Fletcher, his first pass, caught by Griffin. Touchdown, Horlick. 12-yard touchdown pass from Carson Fletcher to the fullback, Deshaun Griffin. And the Rebels get the lead here on their opening drive, taking nearly 7 minutes off the game clock.
Well, you've been pounding that fullback through. He comes through without the ball, leaves himself wide open. Quarterback does a little waggle action, throws it right to him.
Third touchdown pass thrown by Carson Fletcher. They will attempt the extra point. Elijah Barajas, a junior. Gallagher will do the holding. Ty Philly with the snap, the kick, and it is good. 7-0 Horlick. And we will step out, take our break with the Rebels taking the opening kickoff and going 69 yards in the 12-yard touchdown pass. 7-0 Horlick on the Heiser Automotive Group Friday Night Rivals, presented by Landmark Credit Union.
Number 4.
Two of your favorite family-driven sitcoms are coming to Mine 24. Don't miss The Goldbergs and Last Man Standing. That's weeknights from 5 to 7, starting Monday here on Mine 24. 67-yard drive put together by Horlick, opening up our ball game. The 12-yard touchdown pass from Fletcher to Griffin. 7-0 Horlick.
Park has struggled on offense so far this season. It's critical they try to establish something right away, since the Horlick has ground down the clock in this first quarter.
Yeah, the Panthers now outscored in the first quarter 57-6 this year. Barajas with the run up. It'll be a short hop kick taken on the run here by the near side back. Spins across the 40 out to the 43-yard line. That was Xavier Chapman, one of the short men on the kick. And
both teams open up with a little kind of pooch kickoff, trying to see if they could really turn the tide early on.
Here's the Panther offense. Carter Eschman will get the start at quarterback. We will see Braden Berger at some point tonight. Carruthers and White are the wingbacks. Haddock's the wide receiver. Tyvon Cade the fullback. And a very good offensive line. Gavin Leo anchoring that, a sophomore at center.
Now, the middle of that offensive line has a sophomore at center, sophomore at right guard, and a freshman at the left guard.
Pair of seniors at the tackles, Quincy Martin and Ethan Brannon. 1st and 10 from their own 43. And they're look to throw, and it's going to be a sack. And a late flag on the play, as getting there was Tommy Triggs. And then our disruptor that we featured, Joshua Jenkins, perhaps a little extracurricular after the play.
Yeah, that second man coming in negates good effort by Tommy Triggs.
Dave Strash, our referee. Out of the Kenosha and Racine area. Strash, the president of the Kenosha Area Chamber of Commerce. That must be his side gig when he's not doing games, right? Here's the Rebel defense. 3-4 look. They will float a backer up to the line of scrimmage. Very strong in the back. At back end, Miles Gallagher, their leading tackler, the strong safety. Well, that penalty after the play was a dead ball foul, so it's a 1st and 5. And they'll try and run it with Cade. Cade breaks it outside. Cade inside the 45 down to the 40-yard line. We mentioned him.
Pulling lineman got a nice kick-out block to set that up for Tyvon Cade.
Jordan Brown, the outside linebacker, got him to the turf. Another look, nice block.
Marcelo Sanchez, a 5'11", 225-pound sophomore, pulling from that right guard position. And they did some adjustment with this offensive line since we visited practice. Coach Mo demanding that everybody be at practice on time, and made a couple changes.
First and 10 from the 41. They'll toss it to the wing, coming around the far side. Camarion Mayweather, and he'll be thrown for a loss back near the 45-yard line. Penalty marker down. Deshaun Griffin, who goes both ways at inside linebacker, and this one will be coming back against Park.
Yeah, I think Park's right tackle got caught for holding in the backfield there.
Spot foul, so this will be from the line of scrimmage.
And long yardage situations have been difficult for Park this year. Eschman is 9 for 31 passing. Braden Berger, the other sophomore quarterback, is 5 for 11.
Looking to throw, going far side, and overshoots his intended target, Sean White. Eschman showing a pretty good arm, just let it go, and that one sailed on him past his wingback, Sean White.
Well, Coach Mo and offensive coordinator Tim Glidden, talking about the youth on this team, the number of sophomores and freshmen playing. They got 3 sophomores and 1 freshman in that starting offensive group.
Second down and 20. Ball at the 49-yard line. 4.5 minutes to go here in the quarter. Down 7. 2 by 2 are the receivers. They'll spread him out and try and run with Cade. Cade will get a couple back into Horlick territory at the Rebel 49. Matt Burnett there to make the tackle.
Burnett, a basketball player playing at the defensive end position, 12 tackles on the season.
Let's see what offensive coordinator Tim Glidden goes with here. 3rd and 18 from midfield. Try a quick hit here on the near side, and it's complete. Wrapped up immediately on the play was Anthony Salvani, brought down by Jordan Brown.
Needed that block on the outside to free him up.
The inside receiver just a little late getting over there to set that edge, otherwise that could have gone for a few. Alan Driver does the punting for the Panthers. Gallagher is back deep, along with Hubbard. Back judge is already counting here. And it's a high snap, and it's going to be a fake. They're going to go over the middle, and it's intercepted. Tried to go for the fake, and it's taken away. As on the pick was Jordan Brown on a fake punt. Oh, if the receiver would have just turned around, Coach, he was open.
They did. They had that play, and once again, so far we've seen Racine Park try a couple things to take advantage of situations, and it just hasn't worked out.
It was just underthrown. Otherwise, you had both a deep receiver and a man a little closer, about 10 yards up, were both open over the middle. Horlick will take over at the 39. 2:48 to go here in the quarter, up 7. And they'll give it to the wing coming around Hubbard. Penalty marker down as this will come back as Hubbard wrapped up by Salvani. And a flag thrown right at the point. It's going to be a holding call here. I think Jordan Brown coming around trying to set up the block.
Well, Salvani, for only 150 pounds, has been showing up prominently on this Park defense.
It's 4 tackles tonight for the youngster. 5'8", 150-pound senior. Spot of the foul, they'll mark it back to the 28-yard line. So a 1st and 20 facing the Rebels here. Tommy Triggs will roll over here to the near side. Line up as a tight end. Double wing, single back is Griffin. Send Gallagher in motion, he'll get the carry. Miles Gallagher, and he'll be stopped behind the line. May have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. Well read by Dejuan Williams. Nicely done. Again, that Park defense up front has done a nice job. Ethan Brannon also able to track that play down.
Yeah, they've been effective against the wide stuff. It's been that fullback give that's presented most of the difficulties for them.
This is the fullback, Griffin, penalty marker. That's going to be a face mask. You saw his head turn around immediately, and you knew right away that was going to be a face mask call. Right there.
Now, once again, you see youth across that front 4 for Park. Senior at the defensive end, right in the middle, a sophomore and a freshman. And Dejuan Williams is a junior out at the other one. Then they've got a sophomore linebacker. On the outside, 3 other junior linebackers backing them up.
So the face mask penalty makes it a 2nd and 2 at the 47-yard line. Try the fullback again up the middle. Park stout, able to stop at the point of attack. Demarion Duckworth there. No gain on the play, so 3rd and 2 upcoming here. Minute 15 to go in a fast-moving first quarter here in Racine. 3rd and 2 from the 47. Fletcher on the roll. Heaves it out. Man out there, makes the catch. Takes it inside the 30 down to the 25-yard line. Tommy Triggs with the catch. Camarion Mayweather able to bring him down.
Well, Coach Fletcher told us that Tommy Triggs was their best receiver, although he didn't have many receptions this year. 6'5", 220, excellent target, also a basketball player.
24-yard pickup and a first down to the Park 29-yard line here in the final seconds of this first quarter. Fumble on the play. It's loose. And the Panthers recover. A fumble on the exchange. Jamarian Lacey, a sophomore, pounces on it for the Panthers.
And the Park coaches were pretty excited about their younger players. Spirit that they've had, and you know, you can see that they've got the potential to really develop.
Let's head down to the sideline and Mike McGivern.
So, guys, starting quarterback, junior Blake Fletcher. He's out in a couple of weeks. He's out for the year, I think. Man, you're pretty proud of your brother. He's playing pretty well today.
Yeah, he's really stepped into a leadership role, and I'm really impressed with how he's playing. I'm really proud of him.
Hey, you Fletcher boys are all tough, but anybody tougher than Bella?
Bella, she's a character, man. She's tough. She's been around. She's had 4 brothers, and it shows.
Hey, guys, I love this Fletcher family. I just do. It's a really good group of people. Care a lot about this community of Racine. Hey, get healthy.
Thank you.
You bet. Back to you, boys.
Yes, indeed. We wish the best for Blake and his full recovery from that ankle injury, as our first quarter is going to run out here in Racine, Pritchard Park. 7-0. Horlick taking the opening kickoff, going 67 yards, and that's our score after 1 quarter. Our Heiser Automotive Group Friday Night Rivals, presented by Landmark Credit Union. City Trophy on the line tonight, the 97th meeting between Park and Horlick. Rebels lead it 7-0. John Weiser, Terry Kelly, Mike McGivern, and our fine My24 crew with you tonight from Racine. Second quarter underway. They try and come around the near side. And good run by Trevon Carruthers, the junior wingback. It's about 8 on the play, coming back to the near side.
You can see some of that speed that had Coach Fletcher concerned, and why his guys have to stay at home on that outside.
Well, Carruthers, in that first game against Westosha, 65-yard touchdown reception and a 93-yard touchdown reception in that ball game. So
Right.
you think there's something to build on, and then he lost those 2 weeks because of the COVID.
And you can't imagine how much disruption that creates for your timing and the development of the team.
Looking for their first third down conversion tonight. Sean White in motion, and we got a false start penalty. Takes him out of third and short. Once again, Mike McGivern, what do you have?
So, guys, you know I love watching coaches and how they coach. The defensive line coach here at Horlick, Jeff Trinka, said to these guys, look, let's talk pad level, let's talk energy level. Did all the scheme part, and then he said, guys, quit being so nice. Why are you guys being so nice? Two of them kind of started smiling. They said, we got you, coach. We got you. I'm a big Jeff Trinka fan.
Mike, he's a good one. He's a throwback.
Well,
We saw that at practice as well.
Mike McGivern is the king of nice, though, so he recognizes that.
Well, 3rd and 8 now, following the penalty. Eshman wants to throw, being chased out of the pocket. Gets rid of it and will throw it away, but there's a penalty marker middle of the field thrown by the back judge. It came out during the play. We may have defensive holding here. Let's see.
Yeah, that would be odd for him to call something on the offensive line from that deep position. Have to think it's on the defense. You called it.
Yeah, for a back judge to throw a flag in the middle of a play, it had to be one of two, either holding or interference. And this is going to give the Panthers a first down by penalty.
Yeah, the first down by penalty has been one of their offensive moves so far tonight. So they'd like to see if they can settle in, try to see if they can combine that inside game, help set up those outside plays.
Cade, the fullback, lined up behind Eshman, the quarterback. Carruthers on one wing, Sean White on the near side wing. 1st and 10 from the 37. Wingman in motion will give it to Cade, trying to break a tackle, but ran right into the arms of number 44, Tommy Triggs. Caught that big pass on the offensive side, stepping up on the defensive side. And another penalty marker down. My goodness. Well, there's a fine line from being nice and then being a little nasty. And that was an unsportsmanlike conduct call on both teams. And you would imagine a rivalry game, there's going to be a little chit-chatting going on that line of scrimmage.
These guys have probably been talking to each other, texting each other all week.
There's
Sometimes it spills over.
Brian Fletcher, the head coach for Horlick. So offsetting penalties, 2nd down 9 from the 37. We're early in the second quarter. Park does the same thing. They have an intricate set of signs on that far sideline, numerals and colors that represent the play call. Again, Cade, the fullback. Out of the pistol is Carter Eshman. They'll give it to Cade. Slow developing play, and Horlick able to rally to the football. It'll be a loss on the play, as look like Griffin and Triggs both there for Horlick, and it'll be a loss back to the 31-yard line.
A little bit of a mismatch there in the middle, the center for Park, 5'9", 185, and he's across from Josh Jenkins, 6'1", 350. That's asking a lot of a young sophomore.
A loss of 7 makes it 3rd and 16 for the Panthers from their own 31-yard line. Eshman gets it away, but it's incomplete, looking for Salvani underneath. There was contact, but incidental contact, and it brings up 4th down.
Number 6, Gallagher. Number 13, Hubbard.
So into punt, Allen Driver. They faked it on their only punt attempt tonight. Gave Horlick good field position, but then Horlick coughed it up on a fumble during that drive.
A little bit of confusion here at Park. They've got a rather unorthodox punt formation.
They're going to just drop a single man. That's Reggie Hubbard back deep for Horlick. They move Gallagher up toward the line of scrimmage. Driver, good kick. And will roll dead at the 42-yard line. Got it away nicely. Roland Harris able to down it, and so Horlick will take over. Good field position at their own 42-yard line. 27-yard punt. Early here in the second quarter. Can we mention that city trophy they're playing for? That was developed by William Horlick Jr. from the Horlick Malt Company back in the day.
We actually have a copy of a letter that the principal sent as a thank you note to him for donating the trophy.
Backdated 1928. First and 10, Horlick from their own 42. Carson Fletcher getting the play in from the sideline, and now timeout taken by Horlick. Confusion here, it took a little too much time, and Brian Fletcher, sensing that, burns a timeout. Let's take a visit now with the folks from Mixap. Let's head down to Mike McGivern.
Hey guys, thank you very much. Alexandria Cohen, it's so good to see you again.
Yeah, it's good to see you as well.
Hey, we were talking about Red Ribbon Week. Can you give us a little idea on what that entails for you guys?
Yeah, definitely. So Red Ribbon Week is October 23rd through the 31st, and it's a week dedicated to getting youth to a substance-free lifestyle. So we really encourage to say no to drugs, to not start using, and things like that. We're doing a lot of contests and giveaways, and if you guys want to look forward to that and participate, you can find us at mixapcoalition.org.
Hey, what age kids do you work with?
We work with all kids, right? From kindergarten all the way to high school and past. So it doesn't matter how old you are, you can still be a kid and join these competitions and swag gear.
And get some really, obviously some very important information about lifestyle.
Yes, definitely. We have prevention material to help you not use, your friends not use, or even just your family and community.
Man, it's good to see you.
Yeah, it's good to see you.
Yeah, back to you boys. She's so good.
Thank you both. Well, got it sorted out. First and 10 at the 42 to start this drive. Give it to the fullback, big hole over the right side. Griffin across midfield. And brought down at the Park 44-yard line. Mason Hunt, the linebacker, there to make the stop. 14-yard pickup for the fullback, the junior Griffin. They'll mark it at the Park 44. They'll go with wings on either side. Jordan Brown and Reggie Hubbard. And again, fullback up the middle, another big hole, and he just runs over the linebacker inside the 35 down to the 32. Deshaun Griffin drops the shoulder.
Got to give some credit to that Horlick offensive line. Zach Problisky at the left tackle, Cameron McIntosh at left guard, Ty Feely, we talked about an undersized center, 5'9", 170 in the middle, Danny Feast, 5'11", 205 at the right guard, Ben Deneen out at that right tackle.
He drove Anthony Silvani into Caledonia with that drive that time. That's 73 yards now for Griffin rushing so far. From the 32, 12-yard pickup, first and 10. Another Goodwill first down. And Horlick very deliberate. This time they'll give it to the wing, coming around the near side. Gallagher, he'll break it inside the 10. Gallagher to the pylon. Touchdown, Horlick. Check that, number 4, Jordan Brown with the touchdown, his 5th.
Well, you know, you watch him grind it down the middle, And all of a sudden, that speed going around the outside, kick out block there. Number 68, Cameron McIntosh, freed him at the line of scrimmage.
32-yard touchdown run by Jordan Brown, the 5'10 senior. His 5th touchdown of the season. Swinging gate on the extra point formation.
Well, we talked about how Horlick had 5 or 6 different backs that can carry the ball, create problem for you.
Barajas gets it away, and it is good. Just inside the right upright. 14-0, Rebels on top of the Panthers. A whiteout in the student section tonight. And they're enjoying it in the scarlet and gray tonight.
Saw Danny Feast pull through that hole and get to the linebacker as well. A wrestler and a 3.9 GPA.
A 58-yard drive capped off by that 32-yard touchdown run.
Well, talking with Coach Fletcher, he goes back to that Oak Creek game. They were staying toe-to-toe with him, and then they lost Blake Fletcher to a broken ankle. Kind of, the kids kind of went down. Took them a while to recover, and then Oak Creek pulled away in the second half. But he feels that they've been in all their games.
Well, you take that game, they were leading at halftime, and then you go back to the Tremper game. The final 3.5 minutes of that ball game turned against Horlick as well.
And they gained yards against Franklin. It was a 51-22 ball game.
Barajas tees it up at the 40-yard line. Harris and Carruthers deep. They'll keep it away from them. It'll be one of the short men up here on the near side. Great open field tackle. Miles Gallagher coming down on special teams to take care of Mason Hunt.
Coming into tonight's game, Miles was involved in 33 total tackles, 3 tackles for loss, and 1 fumble recovery.
So it'll be Park ball at their own 32-yard line, trailing by 2 scores here.
Yeah, there was a reason we featured Miles at start of the game.
And this is Carter Eschman, the quarterback. Confusion on the handoff. And back to the line of scrimmage. Dejuan Williams, the ball carrier, brought down by Reggie Hubbard as he ran up the back of his quarterback.
Yeah, that missed timing, through that whole playoff. And Dejuan at 6'3", 225, good size. Want to make sure he gets himself running downhill.
It's a 1-yard loss, 2nd and 11. Get everybody set. They'll line up White. We'll go with 3 receivers with a double slot to that far side. Carruthers, the single receiver near side. Press coverage by Gallagher. They'll toss it out. Incomplete, looking for a quick hit to Sean White out there, but pass was overthrown. Wouldn't have been much anyways. Jordan Brown, the outside linebacker, had it well read.
Yeah, the timing on their passing game has been off all night. And once again, you don't want to keep harping on the same thing, but you lose 2 weeks in the middle of your season, then you come back and play some of the best teams in your conference. You don't get a chance to establish a rhythm.
Again, that's 2 weeks with no practice,
nothing,
no weights, no film, nothing for 2 weeks. And that came right after game 1 in their loss to Westosha. 3rd and 11 from the 31. Williams, the fullback, from the pistol. Blitz coming, look out! Eschman goes down, back to the 20-yard line. Late penalty marker thrown. Tommy Triggs got there. It'll be a dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct against the Rebels. Right there, you saw it as they were unpiling. Jeremy Cozy coming back to the near sideline here.
Well, Jeremy started, discussing things with the official, and his Coach Fletcher wanted to get out of there right away.
So it was a dead ball foul. So the down counts. This should be 4th down and roughly 6. And now a late flag thrown, and I think somebody might have just got ejected. Another unsportsmanlike conduct call on Jeremy Cozy. Dave Strash has had enough. 9 may have been ejected here.
I believe he was.
And he's their starting outside linebacker and a two-way player. So back-to-back unsportsmanlike conduct calls here.
Well, we talked at the outset about not letting the moment become too big and get yourself overly emotionally involved.
So Park now from the Horlick 49 and a first down. Eschman coming out throwing, under fire, scrambles out, penalty marker down. Will be tripped up at the 45-yard line. Miles Gallagher. And the quarterback, Eschman, is down and injured. He took a low hit from Miles Gallagher, the strong safety. We'll take another look. Holding call there. He got submarined and, well, maybe turned an ankle. And now he's up under his own power. Once again to the sideline and Mike McGivern.
So, guys, I was standing right there when the referee came to talk to Coach Fletcher. And I said, look, if number 9 looks right at me and yells like that again, I'm going to throw him out. Coach Fletcher said, are you sure he was talking to you? Referee said very, very loudly, I know exactly who he was talking to, and I'm telling you, he looks at me and yells like that again, he's out of here. Coach Fletcher said, I got it. Boy, it's getting a little chippy down here.
It certainly is, and Coach Fletcher had his team in a huddle here during this injury timeout, and I think that's the exact message he was delivering to his team. As you said, Terry, don't let this moment get too big, as you see Cozy being talked to by one of the assistant coaches again.
Right, I mean, these guys have been looking forward to this inner city clash, and all of a sudden you lose control. You've got to make sure you get your team back there, understanding what they've got to do.
Holding call back to the 36-yard line, 1st and 25. This is Braden Berger, the 6'3 sophomore, in at quarterback. Eschman at least out for one play. Berger comes out throwing high here to the near side to Carruthers. Makes the catch and ushered out of bounds near the 40-yard line. Gain of about 4 on the play, bring up 2nd and 21. Savion Chapman there on the stop.
Yeah, Carruthers, a couple catches tonight. We said earlier in the season he had that 2-touchdown game. They need to establish a passing game to take a little bit of pressure off that offensive line.
Berger, 6'3", 210 as a sophomore. Try and set up the play here. Juan Silvani lined up here on the near side as a wing. Back judge counting. And Park has to take the timeout. We will take a break. 6:02 to go in the half. Horlick up 14-0. We're in Racine tonight. The big rivalry. Park and Horlick. Heiser Automotive Group Friday Night Rivals presented by Landmark Credit Union. Courtney and Kara protect their cities and stand up for truth and justice. Power up with the all-new adventures of DC's Stargirl and Supergirl, Tuesdays starting at 7 on CW 18. The City Trophy on the line tonight. 2nd and 21 following the Panther timeout. Silvani in motion. He'll cut up field. They'll throw it out to Silvani. Trying to get the outside. He'll be roped down right at the line of scrimmage. Looked like Jordan Brown read the play beautifully and was able to make the stop.
Yeah, Silvani had it to do over again. He'd cut under that block, head straight upfield. He would have gained about 7-8 more yards.
Once again, 3rd and long for the Panthers.
Yeah, offensive coordinator Tim Glidden, these penalties keep pushing him back. It kind of reduces your potential playbook.
Braden Berger still in there at quarterback, replacing Carter Eschman, who was injured on this drive. Looked like a leg injury of some sort. Being tended to on that far sideline as Berger looking at a 3rd and 21 from his own 40-yard line. Rebels showing blitz from the outside. Berger wants to throw, tries to dump it back, and does to Williams. Trying to get the edges. Williams gets a block, takes it out of bounds near midfield, very close to a first down. Depends on the spot. They needed to get it across the 49 of the Rebels for the first down, and where they have it, looks like it's going to be just short. Reggie Hubbard making the stop for Horlick. One more look. Dejuan Williams, 6'3" junior.
Well, so far, Coach Mo has been shown he's been willing to take some risk trying to get that big reward.
Well, you're down 2 scores midfield. You're looking at 4th and inches. You're going to go for it. Berger from the pistol has Williams in the backfield. Wants to throw on 4th and inches. Flushed out of the pocket, going to dump it out. There he is, Williams with a catch. First down and more. Williams inside the 30, down to the 28-yard line. 21-yard pickup and a first down. Barajas, the safety, finally gets him to the turf.
You can see Braden Berger keeps his wits about him, scrambles, heads to his left, sees him. Williams breaking open, dumps it off, makes one man miss. Gets a big first down for the Panthers.
6'3", 225, the junior Williams converts on 4th down, and the drive continues for the Panthers. First and 10, Goodwill first down at the 28-yard line. Silvani in motion, and we got to delay a game on Park.
Yeah, Park's already burned 2 of their timeouts.
Berger is in on this drive because of the injury to Carter Eschman, and plays getting in just a little bit slower in his reaction to getting it to the rest of the team on the field. Silvani and White, the wingbacks.
Yeah,
Williams, the fullback.
The 2 wingbacks keep, gesturing and making, and I think there's just total confusion.
Nowhere to go for Williams. Brought down by a host of Horlick players. Tommy Triggs was there originally. Got the first lick.
Once again, there's some confusion in the backfield. It's not a good mesh between the quarterback and the fullback.
.3:15 and counting remaining here in this first half. Park, their deepest drive of the ball game, to the Horlick 28-yard line, but a 7-yard loss makes it 2nd and 17. Swing it out of the backfield to Silvani. coming down the near side, breaks a tackle, penalty marker thrown as Silvani is tossed down at the 31-yard line. We'll take a look at the call.
It's going to be considered a blindside block.
Yep, that's the call there. It's a personal foul, blindside block. Spot foul. We'll take one more look. You'll see it coming into your picture here. Oh, just missed it.
Are seeing excellent pursuit by Horlick as they fly to that ball carrier. Well, offensive coordinator Tim Glidden has to come up with the special play here now for second and forever.
It certainly shortens the playbook when you're constantly second and 30, third and 31. Two by two receivers here. Williams the single back. Silvani in motion and jumping the neutral zone, Tommy Triggs. We'll get 5 back the easy way.
Jordan Brown was going to be coming on a blitz too. He and Tommy Triggs were looking to come off that corner, put the pressure on Braden Berger.
That might be what Silvani was telling Berger, that, hey, I'm going to hold him up, but they're coming on the outside. I'll make my block, but then I'm releasing. Silvani now up the field. They'll toss it out there, incomplete. That is very close to being illegal motion. Silvani turns upfield just as that ball's being snapped.
I thought we had traveled north to Canada there for a second and saw, you know, Canadian football rules going to play.
Well, 3rd and 28. Ball at the 47-yard line of the Rebels. They got it down to the 28, but a loss on first down, and then a blindside block penalty has pushed the Panthers back here to the 47-yard line. And a motion call here on a false start by Alan Driver. The split end here on the near side. Dave Strash's crew busy tonight.
Both these teams wanted to avoid, you know, the penalties that have plagued them a little bit during the season.
Here's Coach Mo, Morris Matson with the headset on. Third and 33. And a timeout taken by Park, their final timeout. Well, coming up in the U.S. Cellular Halftime Report, we will highlight this week's Scholar Athlete nominees, and we will meet our Landmark Booster of the Game Award recipients. That's all coming up tonight at halftime, the U.S. Cellular Halftime Report. Horlick with the touchdown on the opening drive, and then a 32-yard touchdown run here in the second quarter by Jordan Brown. And Park got down to the 28-yard line on this drive, on converting on 4th down. 21-yard pickup by Dejuan Williams, but penalties,
miscommunication has really hindered them what they can do.
You mentioned Tim Glidden. He's also the head baseball coach at Park. So a lot of these guys that, like Elliot Bednar and a couple of the others, baseball players on this Park team, have been playing for both Madsen and Coach Glidden. 3rd and 33 from their own 48. Silvani cuts it back. Silvani with some running room. It's down the near sideline. Cuts it back inside the 20. Still on his feet and pulled down from behind at the 17-yard line. 36-yard run. Jordan Brown brought him down. Silvani picks up a Goodwill first down. Nice moves.
Now, we've seen Silvani do an excellent job on defense, and he wasn't even listed initially by the coaches as being part of the offense. But he certainly, come up big here.
They'll mark it at the 18-yard line, 1st and 10. We're inside the Salvation Army red zone. Salvation Army doing the most good. Handoff Williams. Dejan Williams breaking tackles, and he's finally stopped back at the line of scrimmage. Ran right into Joshua Jenkins. Reggie Hubbard got a piece of him, but it was Jenkins who finished him off.
Now, with no timeouts, Park has to have more of a sense of urgency here, and I'm not quite sure why they're taking so long to snap the ball.
Under a minute to go here in this first half. 2nd and 10 from the 18. Silvani in motion. Berger with time. Throws, and it's nearly picked off. In and out of the hands of Cozy.
And I thought I heard a whistle there initially off to the side before the play started, but hopefully that's not somebody in the stands.
Was looking for Allen Driver, and Cozy with the near pick. Clock stopped, 32 seconds to play in this first half. 3rd and 10 for the Panthers at the Horlick 18-yard line. Braden Berger, the quarterback here, trying to finish off this drive. Has Williams in the backfield, working from the pistol. Silvani, the wing to the near side. Now steps out into a slot. Berger wants to throw, rushes on, takes it up the middle, and dives to the 9, but again without a timeout. They've got a hustle here. On the tackle for the Rebels was Ethan Nurmi. They got a hustle here. Park is just taking their time. And now they'll clock it here. That was 4th down. He clocked it on 4th down. So it'll turn the ball over to the Rebels with 6 seconds to go in the half. My goodness. So it'll go over to Horlick on downs. And the best drive of the ball game for the Panthers, they come up empty. Let's see what Brian Fletcher wants to do here. Carson Fletcher, the quarterback, will work in under center. He'll hand it off. The fullback, Griffin, down the near sideline. Griffin will get out of bounds. They may put some time back on the clock here. They may put a couple of seconds back on the clock. It looked like Griffin got out of bounds here. Let's see. Clock went to zeros here, and it looks like they're going to go to halftime. Boy, I'm not sure about that. Looked like he got out of bounds with just over 1 second left, and the clock ran out. So Horlick won't get the opportunity to snap it again here. We've reached halftime in Racine. Pritchard Park one of the new jewels in Racine. Horlick leading the Park Panthers 14-0. Stay tuned. It's the U.S. Cellular Halftime Report next here on the Heiser Automotive Group Friday Night Rivals presented by Landmark Credit Union. Welcome back. Time now for our U.S. Cellular Halftime Report here in Racine tonight from Pritchard Stadium as the Horlick Rebels lead the Park Panthers by a score of 14-0. Well, tonight we'd like to highlight our Scholar Athlete nominee, and our nominee tonight is from Racine Park High School. It's Quincy Martin. Quincy carries a 3.014 GPA and participates in wrestling, football, and track and field. He ranks 50th in his class of 294 and is on the honor roll. Quincy was nominated for second team All-Conference, was nominated to All-Racine County. He was also honorable mention All-Conference, and Park Athletic Director Joe Miller calls Quincy a respectful, dedicated, and quiet leader at Park High School. So congratulations to Quincy Martin, this week's Scholar Athlete, and to all of our Scholar Athletes out there doing great things both in the classroom and through athletics. Down to the sideline we go. Time now for our landmark booster of the game, and here's Mike McGivern.
So guys, our partners at Landmark Credit Union are so proud to serve and support our local communities. And tonight, we are honored to recognize an individual who has consistently shown incredible support for high school athletics in Racine. And I'll get to that in a minute. At this time, I am proud to introduce the Landmark Credit Union booster of the game, Maren Burnett. She is a token of Landmark's Credit Union's appreciation for what you do and your hard work and dedication. We'd like to present you with a gift and a check for $500 through the Booster Club in your name so that you and others like you can continue to support the great things that Booster Clubs do for student athletes. On behalf of everyone at Landmark Credit Union, we thank you. Guys, I got to tell you this story. She used to run the Booster Club at Racine Horlick. She ran it. And then her son, who played football at Horlick, became a coach over at Park. Now she's on the Booster Club at Park, and I'm wondering, you ran it at Horlick, and then all of a sudden now you're wearing different colors. How's that going?
It's going good.
Yeah, you're so proud of your son. He does a good job.
He's awesome.
Hey, when he played football, he played at Horlick, and then he went up to a school in Minnesota. You went every week up there and watched him play.
I did. He went to Hamlin University.
Hey, so the servant leadership heart that you have, obviously, because you continue to give back, and we appreciate that so much. Where do you think that comes from?
My family.
As a kid, you started with this? Or?
No, not so much. It's just my son, he's everything to me, so I'll support him and everyone else's sons.
And the two grandkids.
And my two grandkids.
You want to say hi to them?
Hi, Ben. Hi, Charlie.
Hey, we really thank you so much for everything you do, not just for Park, but against all of Racine athletics. Boys, back to you.
All right. Thank you very much, Mike, and congratulations, our landmark booster of the game tonight, Marin Burnett. 14-0, Horlick on top of Park. We'll step out. More of our U.S. Cellular halftime report coming your way here on My 24. And welcome back. The U.S. Cellular halftime report continues here on the Heiser Automotive Group Friday Night Rivals, presented by Landmark Credit Union. Horlick on top of Park, 14-0. It's time now for our United States Marine Corps interview. Once again, Mike McGivern.
So, guys, you know, at halftime, it seems like we talk to people that really have a servant leadership heart at halftime. Landmark Credit Union Booster Club of the Week, right? And now we're talking U.S. Marine. And Sergeant Kilgore, you know, we were talking before, and I said, hey, let's pretend I'm a senior in high school. Quit laughing, I know I'm old. And I come up and say, I'm going to join the military. And, you know, Sergeant, I'm leaning towards the Army. What do you think?
Well, first, I would tell them you want to be first string or you want to come off the bench.
Man, are you saying I'd be coming off the bench going with the Army? That's a good line.
But in all seriousness, I asked myself that question back when I was 17. For me, the difference was I wanted the challenge of being a Marine because I wanted to develop those tools so that I can handle anything that was thrown at me in life.
Sure, can I ask you, when you first got to put this uniform on you're wearing today, right? The pride that you must have felt, and I hope that never goes away. I mean, when you get to dress the way you're dressing today, I hope when you do that, you still feel that sense of pride.
Oh, for sure. Everywhere I go, Marines, current, in the past, it's immediate bondship. And it's like the first time when I got my Eagle Globe and Anchor, it brought me to tears, and I'm just so excited to put this uniform every single day.
Look, I say this to you guys each week, but look, I'm an old guy that just thanks you so much for the service that you have given this country and that servant leadership heart that you obviously have.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Hey, good line on that coming off the bench thing. Back to you, boys.
Mike and Sergeant Kilgore, thank you very much. Time now for our greatest plays from around the country. Friday Night Rivals and Thursday Night Lights from across the country.
Trying to do a bubble screen. Interception by the Warriors. They're going to try to take it all the way back. Seth Hampton into the end zone. The defense put 6 on the board.
Shotgun snap, drop, picked up. Good job by Riggs picking it up. Throws left, has one-on-one coverage and a catch. What a catch made that time.
Great catch.
Under pressure, dumps it off or tried to dump it off to the tailback. Incomplete, but we do have a flag on the play. Now, was this a lateral or was this an incomplete pass? As Bennett picks it up and rumbles into the end zone.
It was a short kick, though. Here's a bad snap once again. He gets the ball away, and everybody's going to clear away, but except for Elijah Ray. Ray's going to pick it up. He's going to go down and into the end zone for a touchdown.
There's a screen. Oh, it's intercepted. Taken out of the air. The lineman screen. He rumbles into the end zone.
Steam going outside. They're going to have to punt the ball away. It's blocked. It's blocked. He can't get his feet in. That's a touchdown.
Swain strung out. Not going to get it. Evan McCracken.
We'll throw it out in the flat to Marsh. Look out. Marsh breaks another tackle. Dancing to the 3. Spins to the 2. Touchdown. New Braunfels.
Great high school action from around the country. We'll go to break. More of our U.S. Cellular halftime report continues here on My 24. The home of Racine Park, Pritchard Stadium, as we welcome you back to the U.S. Cellular halftime report here on the Heiser Automotive Group Friday Night Rivals, presented by Landmark Credit Union. Mike McGivern has a very special guest. Down to the sidelines we go.
You know, if I could ask Terry Kelly to come down here. Hey, it's Billy O'Malley, Michael McGivern, and Terry Kelly. Man, all kinds of problems talking to this Irish boy from Chicago. He's still a Bears fan, but you know what? We like him because he's doing a lot of good work here. Hey, Billy, it's nice to meet you. Hey, let's talk about how great it is having kids back in school and how important you feel that is.
Yeah, thanks for having me on, and it's been amazing so far this year. So last, year and a half, been so odd not having the students in building with us, and now that we get to have them back, it's about relationships. So what we do at Park, we preach family, and we want to see the kids not just graduate, we want to see them continue their lives, right? And now that we get them having back in building to support them, to help them along, is not just key for the students, like everyone talks about supporting them, but it's so important for the staff too. Like we need them just as much as they need us. And it's a family atmosphere of what we're preaching.
Hey, you've been at Park a while,
Yeah,
right?
20 years.
20 years. Did you, if you can think back 20 years ago, did you think, man, one day I'm going to run this place?
Never. It was odd. I came over the border, went to Carthage, got my job at Park, but I love that there. I mean, Park is such a meaningful place to work. The city of Racine is so impactful. And the work that we do with our students carries on. It's the impact that we carry. It's amazing at Park. It's just how many alumni still teach there. About 40% of our staff are alumni of Park High School alone.
Hey, really quick, what's it like in the mornings? Kids get to school, man. What are you doing?
Oh, every morning we got music playing. We're outside welcoming them in, cheering them on. Every single morning, rain, snow, it doesn't matter. We love our kids here at Park High School.
Hey, boys, Bill O'Malley, right? The guys out in Chicago never thought he'd be a principal. He's doing a good job, I'll tell you that. Not bad for a Bears fan. Back to you guys.
And a Carthage alum. We love that as well. Here's the highlights from our first half tonight. We start things off with Horlick taking the opening kickoff. And they march it down and capitalize here on the pass by Fletcher, hitting his fullback in stride, Deshaun Griffin.
Deshaun had carried the ball a good portion of that first quarter as well.
On the next drive, Park, on fourth down, decided to go for a fake, but it was intercepted by Jordan Brown. But during that drive, Horlick turned it over, and a fumble on the exchange recovered by the Panthers. Panthers got things going, but had to punt it back. And then a 32-yard touchdown run by Jordan Brown.
Some excellent blocking that time by Horlick.
And then this play here by Silvani set them up deep into Horlick territory, overcoming a couple of penalties as he takes it down to the 18-yard line. Then facing a fourth down with time running out, the quarterback, Berger, didn't realize that it was fourth down, clocked it, and turned it back over to Horlick, ending their drive. That's where we stand, 14-0. Third quarter coming your way right after this. Horlick Rebels lead at 14-0 as we get set to start our third quarter with Mike McGivern, Terry Kelly, John Heiser with you. From Racine tonight, Pritchard Stadium, newly constructed, beautiful facility, seats about 1,600.
Nice setting with the elevated stands.
The new home for Park football. So all three schools now have their own stadiums. Horlick, of course, at Horlick Field and on the north side, and then Case, Hammes Field on the west side.
Well, I'm sure the Park coaching staff is going to look at that first half and say we squandered some chances, but you've got to flip that page, convince your guys, hey, we had some chances, we have to capitalize them. On the other hand, Horlick has to eliminate the penalties that plagued them throughout that first half.
What really hurts is you got it inside the 10-yard line and didn't need to clock it, just needed to run a play, try and get in the end zone because you got the opening kick to start this second half by deferring, and that one's going to go out of bounds. You're going to get good field position here to start this drive as our Milwaukee County Substance Abuse Coalition kickoff goes out of bounds. So good field position here for Park. I'm not sure if we're going to see Carter Eschman tonight. He went out with an ankle injury in that second quarter. It's been Braden Berger since that point.
Yeah, we see Eschman sitting over on the bench on Park's side of the field. Hopefully Braden has had a chance to kind of process what went on in that first half and move on and take advantage of some of the skill sets he possesses.
He'll have Dejon Williams in the backfield as his running back. The wings will be Sean White, who will line up here on the near side. And they'll also move the second wing over to that side, and that is Anthony Silvani. They'll leave a split end here. Carruthers here to the near side. So three receivers to the left on 1st and 10 from the 40 for Berger. And he wants to throw, and false start penalty. And again, it just seems to be out of sync either with the center exchange, the snap, getting the play in, getting the play called on the field.
The amount of time from when they get to the line of scrimmage to when the ball is snapped, you know, that's something that you wonder, okay, what is this? Is it trying to read the defense, see what's there? Is it coming in slowly from the sideline?
There's the starter tonight, Carter Eschman. He went out with a leg injury. We certainly hope sophomore makes it back and does not miss any time. 1st and 15 from the 35. Williams, nowhere to go, and another penalty marker. Why not? It's going to be a holding call here against Park, will be declined. They'll take the play with the loss back to the 25-yard line. It'll be a loss of 10, 2nd and 25.
Well, that young Panther offensive line has been having some real difficulty providing any kind of blocking to get those plays run.
Berger under pressure, and he'll go down at the 20-yard line. No gain, brings up 3rd and 20. Matt Burnett there defensively.
Burnett also a basketball player, good height, good rangy athlete, 6'4", 205.
They'll mark it at the 21. Only 5 first downs tonight for the Park offense. Berger pumps, now comes back in and out of the hands. An incomplete Allen Driver a couple of times tonight. Open but unable to gather it in. So 4th down, Driver will punt. And Horlick will drop a single deep man here. It's going to be Reggie Hubbard. put him at midfield, and they also send Gallagher back as well. A couple of times tonight they've ran Gallagher up to the line of scrimmage, but we'll go with the 2 deep here. And again, a long time here.
The referee had one of the Park players go to the sideline. There must have been an illegal equipment situation that he caught prior to the snap.
Driver will be punting from inside his 10-yard line. Hubbard standing at the 45, and Driver gets this one away. A low line drive. Hubbard will take on the run. Hubbard down the far sideline. Hubbard inside the 10, dives inside the 5. 37-yard return. He took that one on the run from the Park 40. Driver, the punter, along with Sean White, took him down at the 4.
And that punt comes off as a spiral. It's down there so quickly. Park doesn't have an opportunity to cover that kick.
Driver takes him down to the turf, but it'll be 1st and goal for Horlick, up 14-0 here early in the 3rd quarter. They're inside the Salvation Army red zone. Salvation Army doing the most good. Again, to volunteer or donate, visit samilwaukee.org. Running around the near side and into the end zone for the touchdown. Miles Gallagher.
Miles, one of those two-way players, catches the ball well, runs the ball well. He's done an outstanding job tonight on defense.
Elijah Barajas in to kick the extra point. Gallagher will hold on the snap by Ty Faley. Low snap, Gallagher's got to run with it, and he's going to be tackled inside the 5, so the try is no good. To the sideline, and Mike McGivern.
So, hey guys, there's a lot of reasons that I'm not a cheerleader. One is these guys, every time they score, these guys do push-ups and they can't be on the knees. They're captains. They're all 3 captains. They chose Cassandra to be the spokesperson. Do you have any idea where this started?
I believe it started a long, long time ago. It's been going on since I've been on the team, though.
And no, you can't be on the knees. So right now, 20, were you kind of happy you missed the extra point, maybe?
A little bit.
Have you been a cheerleader for 4 years here?
Yes, sir.
Guys, you as well. Were you a cheerleader in grade school as well?
No, I've only been a cheerleader for 3 years.
3 years? How many?
Since I started high school, so 4.
Do you have any idea what's going on next year? Where you going to college if you are?
I'm looking into Madison or Stevens Point, and I would like to be a part of one of their cheer teams.
Good. Your first name?
Mara.
Mara. And how about you for next year? Do you know yet?
I plan on going to Parkside and maybe doing cheerleading there.
Good for you. And your first name?
Ariel.
Ariel. So guys, they do a lot of push-ups. They were so happy they were with me. The other girls are doing those 20 push-ups. They're out. I gave them a break, but they can't be on their knees. Guys, that's why I'm not a cheerleader.
Mike, thank you so much. Another short kickoff. Coming around the far side with it. This is Brian Rollins with the nice return. Again, Park has had good field position here tonight, just have not been able to take advantage of it. Gabriel Sutton able to make that stop. Now trailing 20-0.
Yeah, Park
doesn't seem to be any urgency offensively here for the Panthers tonight.
No, there's the real lack of timing. Coach Mo, talked about all the factors, but at some point you have to say, all right, we have to move on from that. And the idea of be the change, very much their motto. These kids have to believe in that concept.
Braden Berger will turn and give to Williams. Williams to the 40. Pickup of about 2. Brought down by Deshaun Griffin with a touchdown tonight offensively for Horlick.
Josh Jenkins coming back into the game.
So is Cade. Cade is in there now. He had not been in for a while. It's been primarily Williams at that fullback spot, but Cade in there now. White, the wing on the left side. Near side wing is Silvani. Give us to Cade, trying to go up the middle. Moves the pile out to the 48-yard line. Right near the first down marker. Jordan Brown on the tackle. Another look.
You can see freshman Navian Satoya White continuing to drive his man upfield. Try to get Cade extra yardage.
Natavian Santoya White, 248-pound freshman, what you would call a legacy player at the park for football. Family of football players that have gone through this park program. 3rd and 1, Cade fighting, not sure he got there. Tommy Triggs was in there. Also Matt Burnett. I think at this point, you're down 3 scores, middle of the field. Need to go for it again here.
Yeah, you don't want to let Horlick get the ball back and continue to grind yardage out.
Sean White will come over here to the near side, along with Silvani and Carruthers. 3 receivers here to the near side. Cade, the single back. Berger will give it to Cade. Cade, second effort, will get the first down. Just across the midfield stripe. Park will retain possession. Deshaun Griffin with the tackle.
Good patience this time by Cade. A little stutter step, slides to his right, gets that first down.
They'll spot it at the Horlick 49-yard line. A Goodwill first down, brought to you by Goodwill. You can shop Goodwill, sustainable back-to-school shopping for less. Hey, and Halloween's coming up. You can find some nice costumes at Goodwill as well. Material and outfits for the trick-or-treating set. From the 49, 1st and 10, Panthers. Williams, nowhere to go. Fighting forward, though. Unable to bring him down was Burnett, dancing with Williams that time. 6'4", 205-pound Burnett going up against the 6'3", 225 junior. Just could not quite get him to the turf, needed some help. Made something out of nothing there. Gain of 4, 2nd and 6.
Josh Jenkins, usually holds up the middle of that Horlick defense. I don't know whether he's having cramps. Trainer's talking to him down here on the sideline.
Again, Williams the single back. Burnett working from the pistol. Gonna run option. Nowhere to go. Ran right into Jordan Brown, the outside linebacker. 6 tackles on the night now for Brown. Plus the interception.
Interception.
On
first
that,
half.
Yeah, that first half interception. So quickly it becomes a 3rd and 8 now from the Horlick 47-yard line, midway through our 3rd quarter. Carruthers and Silvani here to the near side. Silvani in the slot. Williams breaks it outside. Has some running room. Tight ropes the sideline. May have picked up the first down. Very close to that marker, and they will move the chains on the Goodwill first down run by Dejon Williams. Reggie Hubbard took him to the stripe.
Dejon Williams is showing a little burst that he's got to get to the outside, and with his strength, his size, he's been able to get a couple, first down runs.
Again, slow to get the play in. Again, they'll go trips here to the near side. Williams, the single back. Allen Driver, the split end to the left side. Again, confusion. Williams took the handoff. Nowhere to go.
We can see that Park has 2 electronic boards to signal the plays in with numbers coming up. You know, one's obviously a dummy number, one's the go number. You know, but I'm not seeing the Park players spending a lot of time checking their wristbands. So the amount of time from the time that they're set to snap the ball to when the quarterback gets it seems to be just inordinate.
There you see.
44 and 16.
Yep, that means something. One of those is a live signal, but each number representing a particular formation. One for the line call, one for the backs and receivers. Berger trying to find some place to go, and it's Deontay Callahan with the sack. Callahan, 2 big stops on this drive, picks up the sack.
6'1", 200-pound junior came off that edge, put the pressure on.
Moves it back to the 46-yard line of Park. Makes us a 3rd and 27. We have seen that a lot tonight. Not much an offensive coordinator can dial up when you're facing a 3rd and 27. Back judge is counting here. They just get it off. Little bubble screen to Driver. Driver got to midfield before he was driven back by Hubbard. Making a nice stop there, his 5th tackle tonight. Brings up 4th down. And the punting unit coming on here for the Panthers.
Yeah, Reggie Hubbard, another one of those players who sees time both offensively and defensively. You know, another track athlete. Number of the Horlick players made a spring all-conference team that had been put together by the Racine schools since they had missed out on the fall season.
Well, they ran a fake earlier from about this spot. Hubbard is the deep man. Again, the back judge is starting his count, and we've got a delay. Whew. I think we're about to lose our spotter, Sean Raffaelli. It's just.
Well, the amazing thing is the clock has been running during all these plays. You have 40 seconds in high school from the time the play ends, and they have been utilizing the entire 40 seconds.
Good punt by Driver. It'll take a nice bounce and roll inside the 25 to the 22. It'll be down there, and we will take our break. Horlick with a touchdown here in this 3rd quarter. They lead it 20-0. Our Heiser Automotive Group Friday Night Rivals presented by Landmark Credit Union. Get ready to rock. The legendary competition and Olmec are back. Cristela Alonso hosts the all-new Legends of the Hidden Temple. That starts Sunday, October 10th on CW 18. Horlick with the ball, 2:20 to go here in the third, leading 20-0. Fullback Griffin, a nice run. Deshaun Griffin brought down by Roland Harris. Yeah, that bowling ball moniker sticks with him.
He's got a real nice burst as he heads into that line.
12 men on the field here as they get the play off. Flags rain down. I think Park had too many men on the field. They were trying to get a player off. That's the call. Play will be declined. Result of the play, I believe, is a first down here. Dave Strash, our referee. He has been busy tonight, his crew. Talk about jerseys having to be laundered. Those yellow hankies going to have to get a wash tonight. They have been out all night long. That's a Goodwill first down for Horlick at the 30-yard line. Under 2 minutes to go here in this third quarter. They'll wind the clock. Carson Fletcher, freshman quarterback, will give Jordan Brown. Brown fighting tackles, takes it to the 49-yard line. Gain of 13 and another Goodwill first down. Brought down on the play by Jeremiah Wainwright. See the Panther players punching at that football, trying to force a turnover.
Both guards pull, lead around.
High snap. Fletcher able to pick it up and get it away and throw it incomplete. And they lost a snap earlier tonight. It turned into a fumble recovery for Park. We have a penalty marker down after the play. Officials will sort this out. Lineman downfield. So ineligible downfield. Lineman downfield on that pass attempt by Fletcher. So 1st and 15, back to the 44-yard line. Jordan Brown in the backfield. To the right of Fletcher, he'll get the handoff. Brown trying to poke it around the near side, gets around Silvani. Before Silvani takes him by the shirt tail out of bounds.
Once again, we saw guards Danny Feast and Cameron McIntosh pull, lead around. When you get McIntosh coming around that corner, 6'5", 270, you know, that's someone you want to stay behind.
Tell you what, one more summer in the weight room for both of those guys, and you're going to have something there. It's a very young offensive line. Sophomore Felly is the center, and then juniors across the way. I'll hand it off. And around the near side with some running room across midfield. First carry of the night here.
Horlick might have gotten away with a little hold there,
Yeah,
the guard
like
as he pulled. Little takedown.
Reggie Hubbard with the carry. Silvani on the tackle.
We mentioned Danny Feast. He is a wrestler.
Yeah.
Little arm drag there.
33 seconds to go here in this third quarter. Another Goodwill first down for the Rebels. And again, picking his way through is Gallagher this time. And
Gallagher with the carry.
Allen Driver there to make the stop. Let's see what Horlick does here in the final 12 seconds of this third quarter. Looks like they want to get one more play off, or at least attempt to anyways. And time will run out here in the third. We head to the fourth quarter. Horlick in control, shutting out the Panthers 20-0. This is our Friday Night Rivals. Heiser Automotive Group Friday Night Rivals, presented by Landmark Credit Union. What do you think?
Well, initially I was going with Deshaun Griffin.
Yes.
Touchdown reception, leading ground gainer with 85 yards.
I think that's apropos.
Playing on defense as well.
Yep. 35 for Horlick is what we're leaning on right now. Fourth quarter, 20-0. Horlick, they have the football, 2nd and 4 from the Park 33. Fletcher coughed up the football. It is Park football. Falling on it was Natavian Santoya White, the freshman. Second fumble of the night by Fletcher.
As Park looks back at this game, they've got to take some pride in what their defense has been doing. You know, it's the offensive side of the ball that's really plagued them in terms of mistakes and, you know, not being able to take advantage of some opportunities.
Their second takeaway tonight. Trying to get that momentum back. Here, down 20-0.
Little wildcat, I
Yes.
think, in here.
Looks like Jordan Brown going to take the snap here. He'll run around the right side. Jordan Brown gets to the sideline and out of bounds at the 45. It's a 14-yard pickup. Brought out of there by Travian Crothers.
You know, we were talking keys of the game, and we mentioned Park does have speed. We saw that when we went to the practice, but their offense just hasn't gotten into rhythm.
Crothers taking that wildcat. Rain's starting to fall again here at Pritchard Park. Goodwill first down for Park. Again, direct snap, Crothers. Fighting his way forward, got a yard before he was thrown to the turf. And it was Tommy Triggs having quite the night tonight. That's 9 tackles for Triggs.
You know, Triggs, you know, we've mentioned his size, 6'5", 220, rangy, you know, two-way player, you know, gets in there on offense as well. But he's accounted for himself very, very well tonight.
Gain of 2, 2nd and 8 from the 47-yard line. Carruthers trying to find a hole over that left side and can't do. Blocking, collapsing all around. Ethan Nurmi, his second tackle. And we have a Horlick player down. We'll take one more look.
You know, good sign of sportsmanship there. A couple Park players going over and wishing the Horlick player well. I think it looks like Deshaun Griffin, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Holding that right shoulder, but he's back under his own power. That's a good sign. One of those stinger injuries you get, the little stinger or burner down that arm. So he will come out. Panthers facing a 3rd and 8 from their own 47. So it looks like Carruthers in to try and spark this offense. He's been taking the snaps here on this drive early in the 4th quarter. Back judges counting. Carruthers trying to get the edge on the right side. And tripped up just shy of the first down. Good run. Miles Gallagher, his 5th tackle tonight. Stopped him short of the first down. Bring up 4th and 1 once again for the Panthers.
Carruthers is giving him a little spark coming here in this Wildcat formation.
Coming out is Joshua Jenkins. Back in is Tommy Triggs for the Rebels. 4th and 1 for Park. At the Rebel 46. Again, it's been all Carruthers here. He's going to run it again. And he will get the first down. Just enough to the 44-yard line. Move the chains. It was Reggie Hubbard there on the stop.
Hubbard, 1st and 10.
Another Goodwill first down on this drive. 9:45 to go. Park trying to get something going here. Down 20-0.
Yeah, behind by 3 scores. We talked about that sense of urgency needing to kick in.
Direct snap again. Carruthers bounces off a couple of would-be tacklers, but can't get to the edge as he's pulled down. Forward progress stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Elijah Barajas, the free safety there. Yeah, you're looking for that sense of urgency, getting to that line of scrimmage and snapping the ball. Got to go here. And it's just way too much time from the end of the play to getting the play in to getting the play called on the field. We'll snap this football with under 9 minutes to go. 2nd and 12. Berger on a blitz. Nowhere to go. Outside linebacker Jordan Brown on the blitz with some help from Callahan. I can talk for a living. Callahan there as well.
Well, we've seen Jordan Brown be extremely effective on offense. You know, defense, you know, he's got himself coming into the game 33 tackles, 2 TFLs, 1 forced fumble.
3rd and 22 going into a driving rain now. It is opening up. From their own 45 on 3rd and 22. Berger goes over the middle, thrown low and incomplete. So Silvani, the intended receiver, rings up 4th down, stops the clock with 7:50 to play. Morris Matson, head coach, looking on here.
Now, for the most part, Horlick's defensive coordinator Sam Bartlett has to be pleased with what he's seen from the Rebel defense.
Fourth and 22 from the 45. Again, the play clock running down here, and they just get it off. And Berger's going to be sacked for the 2nd time on this drive, brought down by Tommy Triggs. 10 tackles tonight plus a sack for Triggs. And they will turn it over on downs. 2nd sack of this drive. Again, you're going with the freshmen and sophomores on an interior offensive line for Park with the 2 seniors at the tackle spot. So needs some growth there with that offensive line. And now we've got a timeout taken by Park. Confusion on defense here. No, we didn't talk about tonight. A very familiar man over there in that defensive huddle. That's Dennis Thompson, former head coach for the Park program. He is the defensive line coach. We had a nice chat with him at practice on Tuesday.
Longtime coach at Park, also a very successful track coach in the weights. Part of a long and I think rather famous Park tradition in football.
Well, coming up following the game tonight, stay tuned for United States Marine Corps Player of the Game. We'll have that presentation, again brought to you by the United States Marine Corps. The Horlick faithful in the rain tonight. First and 10 on the possession change here, 7:15 to go. Fletcher will hand it off. Deshaun Griffin back into the ball game. That's a good sign. May have gotten a yard. He left on that last series on defense with an injury, but he's back in there. Brought down by Roland Harris. Harris is sophomore. Strong safety for the Panthers. Gain of 2, 2nd down 8. Just inside the 39-yard line. Good play in the hole that time. Getting in there to make that stop. Austin Witt, I believe.
Number 42, Austin Witt.
Did a nice job there.
Another one of those juniors. Both teams extremely young.
Yeah. Gain of 1, 3rd and 7. Breaking a tackle and just short of the 1st down is Jordan Brown. Brought down by Alan Driver and Demarion Duckworth. So 4th and 1. Under 6 minutes to go. Horlick going to go for it here. Trying to extend the drive and keep the clock moving at the same time. And there was movement up front. Park jumped the neutral zone.
Man in motion and a little too
hard
keyed
count.
up.
Yep, that's all it took. So the penalty gives the Rebels the 1st down. Another goodwill 1st down here to the 27-yard line following the 5-yard walk-off. Coming around the near side, Reggie Hubbard breaking a tackle. Takes it inside the 15-yard line. Anthony Silvani there. Silvani's had a pretty good game on the defensive side. 7 tackles tonight for Silvani.
Right, and we saw him maybe have the best run of the night for Park as well.
Official timeout here for an injury. We will take our fourth quarter break as well. 5:19 to play. The Rebels leading the Park Panthers in the city rivalry tonight, 20-0. Our Heiser Automotive Group Friday night rivals presented by Landmark Credit Union. My 24 is bringing the funny this fall. You can catch full hours of 2.5 Men, King of Queens, and Schitt's Creek. That's weeknights from 9 to midnight starting Monday, right here on My Place for Laughs, My 24. 5:11 to go here. Clock rolling, 20-0, Horlick on top in the Salvation Army red zone here. From the 14-yard line. Coming around the left side. And stopped short of the goal line. That was Miles Gallagher. One more look. Gallagher lined up in that right wing. Ran right back as he cut back into the defender, Jeremiah Johnson. Another junior.
Yeah.
Be first and goal from the 3. Griffin back in as a fullback and whistles. Another timeout taken by Park, their second one here in this fourth quarter. Some other talk about the games coming up for both teams. Horlick next week scheduled to play Racine Case up at Horlick Field, and they've got Kenosha Indian Trail on October the 8th, and then they wrap up the season at Kenosha Bradford October 15th.
Bradford team coming on.
They've got Franklin tonight. That is an interesting matchup tonight at home. And Park, they wrap up with the Kenosha schools. They're at Kenosha Tremper next week, at Kenosha Bradford on the 8th, and then wrap up here at Pritchard against Kenosha Indian Trail on the 15th of October.
You know, as you get to this point in the season, what you have to do is you got to stack up your conference wins. Playoffs are looming on the horizon. You got to be at least 500 in your conference.
Yeah, Horlick's going to have to win out to get to that point. And on the carry and into the end zone with the touchdown. Lamonte Henderson. His first touchdown of the year for the senior, and puts this game to bed here tonight.
Well, that's about the 6th running back we've seen for Horlick, and they have some depth.
Henderson, his first touchdown run, just his 11th carry of the season. And now Elijah Barajas in the rain, attempting the extra point. Felly on the snap, the hold by Gallagher, and whistles will stop the play. False start action on the line. Barajas will stay out for this extra point attempt from 25 yards out this time. Gallagher will hold. And the kick is on the way, and it is good.
Thought I saw Park jump offside again. And
27-0 as Horlick running away with this one here late. Let's look at that touchdown run again. I'll tell you what's nice about that, Coach, is that it's a senior who hasn't had a touchdown yet this year. You give him the ball and he's able to score.
Trophy game.
City
rivalry.
Yep. 10 years from now, that's going to be a 12-yard plunge into the end zone.
Carrying 3 guys on
Yes,
his back.
exactly right.
Well, we can see the Horlick trophy down on the table behind the Horlick bench. So they're going to retain that.
That goes back to 1928. The Horlick family, the Horlick Malt facility. There it is. And that's
Crew doing a great job getting that shot.
Hey, hats off to our crew here tonight.
Oh,
the wind and the rain tonight. Our guys and gals out there working out there in the rain. Mike McGivern out there in the rain.
And the crew all year has provided excellent shots of the action.
Once again, our kickoffs brought to you by Mixap. From the 11, Harris, and he is flattened at the 23. And that's the man who made the tackle for Horlick, who was injured. Maybe Jaden Williams. So Park ball. They will spot it at the 29-yard line. 4:21 to play. And it looks like they will stay with that Wildcat formation here. Direct snap to Carruthers, normally a wingback in this offense. Again, they lost Carter Eschman to an injury back in the first half, and Berger pulled here in this fourth quarter for Carruthers, working on a Wildcat. And that's going to try and run it up the middle. Gets a couple.
Carruthers at 5'9", 160 doesn't, have some of the size of a couple of the other backs for Horlick, but he has, for Park, but he has given a little spark with some of his runs.
Austin Witt in there now as a running back. Again, too much time here. You're down, trying to get avoid a shutout, and it just take way too much time getting plays called. And again, they check the plays on their wristbands. Back judge starts his count. Brothers will run right. Has some running room to the edge across the 30 and out of bounds near the 40-yard line. 15-yard scamper for Carruthers. Gets out of bounds to stop the clock. Nicely done. Able to get the edge as Gallagher chased him to the boundary that time. Picks up a Goodwill first down. 3:16 to go. Again, Witt in the backfield. They go with 3 receivers here to the near side. On 1st and 10 from the 39. Carruthers wants to throw. Flag on the play as he dumps it out to Sean White across midfield. White breaks a tackle and is down at the 40. But this might be coming back for a hold. Finally getting him down to the turf was Deshaun Griffin.
Very busy young man this evening.
So holding the call here on Park, and
both coaches, I'm sure, as they watch the film, are going to be talking to their squads about the number of penalties that have happened, some of which were in terms of getting your emotions out of check, some just a normal flow of the game with some holding and some offsides, but something that you've got to clean up moving forward.
Certainly the penalties have hurt Park the most tonight. They have played at 2nd and 25, 3rd and 30 often here tonight because of the holding penalties, and just need to get that certainly cleaned up on that side of the football. Three receivers near side. Carruthers from Wildcat. Wants to throw. Now breaks it outside, and a good open field tackle. Jordan Brown, the outside linebacker, staying home that time, Coach. Scooted across that side of the field, able to seal that off and make the play.
You can see Jordan use that track speed to track quarterback down.
Watch him come across here. There he is.
Catches up to Carruthers.
3rd and 29. You need to get to the 49-yard line here for a first down. Under 2 minutes to go. Carruthers throws on the run, puts it up for grabs, and it's going to be nearly intercepted. Reggie Hubbard had it in his grasp, but could not come down with it. And it's 4th down.
Trevian Carruthers, is not a passer. You can, tell that. His good speed has allowed him to function as a receiver now in this Wildcat formation.
That was a 2nd down play. We were all confused here, and Dave Strash straightened us out. It's 3rd down now and 29. Ball at the 21-yard line. Carruthers scrambling left. Will keep it. And a late flag on the play. Maybe Lamonte Henderson, the corner here on the near side. Let's see.
Blocking the back. Refuse to get.
Let's take one more look here. Right there. Yep. Block in the back. Brings up 4th down as Horlick will decline the penalty. And the clock will wind here. Not sure what Park is trying to do here offensively. Trying to punt, or are they going to? Looks like they are going to punt the ball here, under a minute to go.
They're short a man.
Back judge is counting. And they're not going to get this off. Delay a game here against Park. There's our crew tonight, led by Dave Strash. Jerry Wood out there, still working football. As the rain is coming down now. think they ought to just sit on it here. Why bother to kick it? They will attempt to kick here. They'll get it away. Nobody deep. They'll just let it roll out. And for the 11th time in the last 12 meetings, Horlick will retain the city trophy. They've won 3 straight in this series now. The 97th meeting goes to Horlick tonight. The Rebels shut out the Panthers by a final of 27-0. Stay tuned. Our post-game show coming up. We'll honor our player of the game, and we'll have a couple of trophy presentations, that city trophy as well as our Champions Trophy, when we return. 27-zip, Horlick over Park on My 24. Yes. 31 for Horlick, yes. I got his numbers here if you need it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know who else you would have gone with. Thank you, Andy.
Andy, what's your last name again?
Spitzer.
Spitzer? Got it.
What do you need to say? Got it, girl. So first.
Well, the Horlick Rebels with a 14-0 lead at the half. They add 13 more here in this second half, and they go on to a 27-0 victory over their city rival Racine Park. Third straight win in this series, the 97th meeting between these two schools, and Horlick continues to close that gap in that series.
Yeah, Park's lead is getting narrower and narrower.
They did it tonight with the help of a couple of players, but tell you what, our player of the game tonight, both sides of the football tonight, and he's well deserving as we get set to honor him tonight with our United States Marine Player of the Game Award presentation. We go down to the field, and Mike McGivern.
Hey, I'll tell you what, boys, you're right. He played hard both sides of the ball. Congratulations, U.S. Marine Player of the Game. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. We went out there. We did a good job on both sides of the ball. My team played good. We played well. I love my boys.
Man, you know what? When I said, hey, get me 31, they all went nuts. They love you, too. Hey. Hey, I'll tell you what, Sergeant, when you have a young man that plays as hard as he does, both sides of the ball, and then when I call his number out, you know what, his teammates go nuts, he would make a great U.S. Marine.
Oh, for sure. Watching him play, I thought he had a lot of poise with his decision-making, tenacity out there. Most definitely had his head in the game tonight.
100%. Congratulations, U.S. Marine Player of the Game. Back to you, boys.
Mike, thank you. Deshaun Griffin, the 5'7", 185-pound junior, our player of the game tonight by U.S. Marine Corps. 14 carries, 86 yards. Caught a touchdown pass tonight, but he also had 6 tackles defensively tonight. playing both ways.
Yeah, you saw him all over the field. During the first quarter, he was, responsible for driving that ball up the field with his runs, but finished it off with that touchdown reception.
Yeah, he set the tone on that first drive. A couple of hard runs up the middle, finished with 86 yards rushing. That touchdown reception, and then 6 tackles defensively tonight for the fine junior, our United States Marine player of the game. And you get a look at that good hard run as he just lowers that shoulder, and after a while you get tired of trying to tackle that all night long. So congratulations to Deshaun Griffin, our player of the game. Looks like we're ready for our trophies to be presented tonight. Let's head down to the sideline, our Champions Trophy presentation.
So, there's a lot of people that could be holding this trophy. But when Bella says, I'm holding it, man, everybody says, okay, it's yours, Bella. Well done. Hey, Coach, you got to feel pretty good. A lot to work on, right? A lot of things to get cleaned up. It was raining yellow there for a minute on both sides. But I'll tell you what, at the end of the day, when your guys get a shutout, you got to feel good.
Yeah, our defense, they came to play, and we got to clean some things up. But you know what? You always take a W.
You always take a W. I agree with that. Coach, anytime you play against another Racine team, like you said, look, we know all these guys, and they know us, and it gets a little bit chippy, but I'll tell you what, you got to feel awfully good just defensively how you guys shut them out.
Yeah, our guys were flying around and, making plays for us all night, and we're real excited about the way they played.
Hey, that freshman quarterback made some plays. He did. You know what? The lights were not too bright for him.
No, that throw he made to Tommy Triggs tonight, yeah. I told him at halftime, that was his 3rd check, so he was, that's a big-time throw from a freshman.
No doubt. Hey, Bella, you got anything to say? No, say, well done, Dad.
Well done, Dad.
There you go. Hey, guys, Racine Horlick, well done. Congratulations. Now you guys go nuts. Back to you.
Help Mike get out of the way as Horlick celebrates the great rivalry. They retain the city trophy here tonight.
I saw Bella flex there when they initially put the camera on her. She's fired up, and look at the team.
They love it. There's Bella again. The 97th renewal of the great rivalry goes to Horlick tonight. They go to 3-3 on the year, 1-3 in conference. Park remains winless now at 0-4. We'll be back with a final word from Pritchard Park right after this on My 24. Yep, Parkland. Yep, got it.
The Vikings and the Red Raiders.
Back to the Parkland Football Conference.
And we've got Marquette, Brook East, and then the Greenfield at Greendale.
Much needed rain here in the southeast part of the state. Horlick a victory tonight, 27-0. They get to 500 on the season, 1-3 in conference, winning the 97th renewal of this city rivalry. Park leading the series now 58-3, 38-6. Well, next week we head over to the Parkland Conference and we go to New Berlin West to be specific, as the Vikings will play host to the Red Raiders from Tosa East. That should be an exciting matchup. That'll be next Friday night at 7 here on My 24. And don't forget, each week our games repeat Saturday nights starting at 6. So we look forward to bringing you that one next week. Tosa East, kind of the upstart in that Parkland Conference, along with Tosa West. And we'll see what they bring against that tough New Berlin West team. Big thank you tonight to all of our sponsors who bring Friday Night Rivals to you each week. That would be, of course, Heiser Automotive Group and Landmark Credit Union. Our halftime sponsored by U.S. Cellular. Milwaukee County Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition, MIXAP, the Salvation Army, United States Marine Corps, and Goodwill. Big thank you tonight to our men and women on the crew in the rain and the wind tonight outside, our camera people and technical people. Outstanding job. And also want to thank Sean Raffaelli, our spotter, and Andy Spitzer, our stat man, for all their hard work here tonight. Until next week in New Berlin, for Mike McGivern and Terry Kelly, John Weiser wishing you a very pleasant good evening from Racine. Horlick a winner. They keep the city trophy as they knock off Park tonight by a final of 27-0, part of the Heiser Automotive Group Friday Night Rivals, presented by Landmark Credit Union. Good night.